yearn for the day Marty and Dano. We yearn for the days of big hits and trophies. We have old ladies stalking young men. We have a GM who don't use his pen. We have a GM that screws up the cap. Can't build a winner with this load of crap. The brothers are shit, this team isn't it. Quinn gave his brothers a name. They've made it a laughing stock. Shoulder injuries are always in the clock. Leave the players alone, stop stealing pucks from kids. Your signs are so cringe, everyone laughs at it. The brothers are shit, this team isn't it. The brothers are shit, this team isn't it. The brothers are shit, this team isn't it. The brothers are shit.
Welcome to the Devils You Know. That was a special song by a band called Devil's Joy. We have a lot of shit to talk, so let's get into it. I've wasted enough time. If you want to hear the full version of that song, the New Jersey Devils reality song acoustic version, recorded in studio, of course, you can go to my YouTube at Devil's Joint X. So, as you can see here, if you saw the thumbnail, if you're listening or if you're watching, you'll see here on the screen we have Cody Glass looking up. Cody Glass has been great. Unbelievable, actually. Hamilton, another one who's been great. Unbelievable, actually, in the past, we'll say 10 games, right? Then we got Gritsuk and Haminaho. These are the two rookies that seem to have more knowledge of, especially Gritsuk, who just came over and is really just playing on a new ice surface, like right away, like immediately. Haminaho has been down in the AHL, getting his bearings, and he's been playing, whatever. That's not the point. Gritsuk, while you'd like him to have some more points, he's a guy who wasn't expected to even be still playing this season, to be honest. But if you look back at the pundits, not the local, people, I'm talking about, like, ESPN, TSN, Sportsnet kind of guys. They all spoke very, like, oh yeah, they got this Gritsuk guy, he'll probably play in the AHL most of the season, blah blah blah. Haminaho, we've heard about Haminaho many times. He looked very good in the preseason. Or was it? No. Something happened early in the season where I was watching something on Haminaho, and I was like, you know what? I like this kid. And I love Crookshank. If you haven't heard my interview with Crookshank, please check it out. Do you hear the borking of the Nico, the new dog? He's borking down at something. Anyway, so tear it all down. Tear it all down. You've got, first of all, when the circus leaves town, things go back to normal. That's always the case, right? If the circus comes to town, everyone gets all excited because the circus is in town. They're setting up the tent, and we're going to see the elephants and all that shit. But then when it's over and everyone shovels up the elephant shit, everything goes back to normal. And right now, we just need to shovel up those two big globs of elephant shit and get them out. And you know who those two globs are. One plays defense, one plays offense. They came out of the same glob. Okay. Now I haven't tested them. They claim they're brothers. One of them seems to be a little different than the other two. It's almost like, hey, we've had two kids, and I kind of went out partying a little bit, and I'm pregnant again, though. By the way, let me spit one out that's about 4 inches taller than the other ones, and look nothing like them. All right, so I'm getting a little ahead of myself, making up rumors. That means nothing. Jack Hughes and Luke Hughes need to go. The Devils organization, the Devils fans. I know there's a lot of new fans that came in the past 5 years, 6 years, 2000, even 17, even almost 10 years, the last decade. This is not the Devils we know. That's why this is the Devils you know. I don't know if I'm doing it properly because I'm very upset at the product that we have to deal with. But I'd like to bring people back to the time when the Devils were respected and teams came to New Jersey and they were not happy about it. Um, Social media has got a lot to do with it, but also obviously not the loss, but the phasing out of the era of Brodeur. The Devils, had the absolute, I don't know what the word is. You know how they say like some things are they're they're a blessing, but they're a curse. Well, that goes for Martin Brodeur. It was a blessing for the Devils to have Martin Brodeur, but it was also a curse because the team, as an organization, not the players, never learned how to deal with goaltenders or bring up goaltenders in their system. Once Lou came in 1990, Brodeur was drafted, and even at that point, first round draft pick. Trevor Kidd went first, but even then, it took. I mean, he played a few games early, but it took like 4 years for him to really get in there and be the starting goalie. It took till basically the 94 playoffs. So, and Chris Terreri, other goalies for Billington, I believe, was in there. I'm not sure who else Brodeur played with, but off the top of my head. But it's a curse because then we've had Brodeur for 20 years or so, and there was really no the next thing was Mackenzie Blackwood. That was the next goalie coming up, handled incorrectly. Not just lucky for him, he's in Colorado, probably going to win a Stanley Cup. And a lot of players have left the Devils to win a Stanley Cup. Well, not a lot of players, but the Florida guys. Just last season, and then you had Coleman, which was great. It was good for Blake Coleman because Coleman was a late, he came into the NHL at 26, 27 years old too, not two. I say that like someone else. But anyway, and then you got Bratt, you got Nico. I would love for the Devils to bring Brady Tkachuk in, even an Elias Pettersson from Vancouver, Jordan Kyrou, a couple of those guys. Not for nothing, of course. We would have to lose Mercer, Brad, Timo Meyer for sure. You got to lose Timo Meyer. He's got to waive that NMC. I think it's over like next season anyway. Bratz goes till the end of his career, his contract. And I also don't believe in trading just for Brad. I think he's a hot commodity. I think if his name was thrown out there saying, "Hey, Jesper Bratt's available," you'd have 31 teams ringing fits. It's just, mostly people that I'm very close and friendly with, and we agree with everything. The one thing we don't agree on is Jesper Bratt, because they don't like his size and this and that, but also his size really hasn't stopped him from. It's not like he's small, so he gets hurt a lot. He's not injury prone at all. Um, a lot of people say, well, if he couldn't skate the way if he didn't skate so good, then he wouldn't be, as blah blah blah. Yeah, well, no shit, but he does. That's why he is who he is. So that's that point is moot. His passing is undeniably, you know, top two and top three in the league passing wise. You could put him on a line with anyone and he can get them the puck. Can they score? Now, you can't blame Jesper Bratt when all right, Jesper Bratt's not having the best season that he's ever had. It's the first time, and unless he has a miracle rest of the season, it will be the first time in his career that he went down from the season earlier in points. So every year he's either tied exactly his points or went, further. So, had more points the next season. So he has continuously gotten better and better and better. That you cannot say that for anyone else. Now the core they call the core Hughes, Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, Nico Heischer, and Timo Meyer. They call that the core. Of course, you can't forget when you say Jack Hughes that Luke Hughes is attached to him. So they don't say his name, but don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. He is part of it. And you see the team plays better without Luke Hughes. The team plays better without both Hughes in some cases. We're gonna see. We have a few games left. You bring up these now back to the Haminaho Gritsuk thing. Both of these guys are looking good. It looks like they could both play top 6 wing minutes. You get two good centers in there. Nico's a good center. You could take him as a second line center. If the Devils could trade Jack Hughes and get another, get a Tage Thompson in there, get rid of Jack Hughes, get a guy in there. I don't know. I don't know Tage Thompson's history really. Is he injured often? I'm not really sure. All right, let's just say he isn't. You bring in a Tage Thompson type player, a big center that can score, puts up points, gritty kind of guy. Get rid of Jack Hughes, get rid of the injury thing. I mean, we're tired of it. I don't care if he just got hurt and he comes back after 2 games. That doesn't make anyone feel any better. It just doesn't. You could say, oh well, he tweaked this, or if a player you have is tweaking something all the time, then they got a problem. And you know what? We shouldn't want them. Just because he was your first overall pick doesn't mean you got to keep him. I mean, the trade is 1-for-1. Adam Larson for Taylor Hall. You understand what I'm saying? And Adam Larson is out there doing great. I wish Adam Larson was back on the Devils. In hindsight, Taylor Hall did nothing but come here, get his own Hart Trophy, and then he was gone. Did nothing for the Devils. Adam Larson, at least we could have had him, on the back end. He's had a great career defensively, in my opinion. Now we're gonna do a little segment, where I'm going to show you some rookies. I'm going to show you some rookie cards, and if you're listening, of course, I'll talk to you about them. But these These are the kinds of guys the Devils need. Some of them. Some of them. So, first card I pull out is... No, I'm just kidding. That's just for Brad card. These are Devils cards. By the way, if you're listening to this and you want... This is MVP Silver Collection. Look at this. Look how cool those cards are. They're beautiful cards. I have, of course, Hack Hughes, Jacob Sharkstrom, and Nico Heischer. If you want one of those cards, let me know. Also, if you want this Jesper Bratt one, I forgot Jesper Bratt was under there, but that's not an MVP Silver Collection one. That's a regular shitty MVP. All right, Mark Stone. He is not a rookie. I know it's a bad habit. All right, rookies. Rookies. Oh, these aren't my rookies. These are my... I am so stupid. Okay, so I'm not bringing Schaefer or Demidov to the party because those are getting prepared to go out to get graded. So, Chicago. Oliver Moore. Rookie. Now it's, Oliver Moore is a center. Of course, he's not ready to be a top center, but he is a center nonetheless. Now, look at the Penguins. Another center, Ben Kindle. Kindell. The Penguins. Awesome rookie. Another rookie. Awesome rookie. Ryan Leonard. Now, regarding cards here, one of these cards, as you can see, the Oliver Moore, this is a copper script Oliver Moore. This is a silver script Ben Kindle. And on the back, I have the base of those cards. They are probably their first rookies. So if anyone's interested in those rookies, let me know. Also, Ryan Leonard. Now, Calgary. Zane, I don't know how to say his name properly. Zane Parekh. Defense. This is a copper script Zane Parekh. It's a great card. This is the regular. Sam Renzel in Chicago. Sam Renzel, silver script Sam Renzel. Jacob Melanson in Seattle. Now, see, some of these guys you haven't seen much of a lot of these guys, but you will, especially Axel Sandin Pelika, Detroit. Watch his name; you might not have heard it before, but you'll hear it. Matvey Gryden, Calgary, also same thing. Noah Osland, you must know Noah Osland. He's doing pretty good. Easton Cowan. It's starting to become, the names for some of the players are starting to get like football-y. Now I remember I made a comment about this guy on Twitter, on X, Danila Yurov in Minnesota. He's got about the same. Let me look up Gritsuk real quick. Okay, so Gritsuk in 51 games has 23 points, 9 goals, and 14 assists. In 49 games, Danila Yurov, both Russian players, has 8 goals, 13 assists, 21 points. So they're basically the same player. And he's a right wing. I believe Gritsuk is a left wing. Another Penguin, Ville Koivunen. This is a big one. Calgary again. This is a silver script card also. I have both. Hunter Bruskowitz. If anyone wants that Hunter rookie card, let me know. Oh, now I have 2 of these. As you can see, it says rookie on here. This is probably the number 1 rookie card, other than the Matthew Schaefer and the Ivan Demidovs, which are not in this pile. But Michael Misa, 2nd overall pick by the San Jose Sharks. I mean, they got Will Smith. There's more rookie. They have so many young players. Askarov in goal. Muhammadullin's still to come up. Sam Dickinson. Colin Graff. I can go on. Colin Graff's another player the Devils should look for, in my opinion. Rodrigo Eboles or Eboles or whatever. Flyers. Dylan Duke, Tampa Bay. Michael Callahan, Boston. We just saw Tampa Bay versus Boston tonight. Shootout win for Tampa Bay. Down 4 goals, and they won in overtime and shootout. And they were down 5-1, and they won 6-5. We have a copper script Brady Martin, and a regular one, of course. Brady Martin now is another center. So let me see something on Brady Martin. Okay, so he hasn't been playing this season. Now we got a silver script Sam Dickinson rookie. These are all rookies. Duh. Sam Dickinson, Florida. San Jose. Sam Dickinson. All right, let me check him out, because I know he hasn't been playing much yet either. He's still on the come up. He's played 44 games with only 9 points, but he's a defenseman. Now this is a big one. The Ducks have another. It's the Ducks and the Sharks that really have that young, like all the young good players. And in the Ducks case, you got Cutter Gauthier, Gauthier, and then you have this guy. 44 points. Now this do you give he's got 18 goals and 26 assists. This, of course, is Beckett Senecki. There's Senek, whatever, however you say it. Beckett Senecki. He's got 18 goals, 26 assists, 44 points. Now, Matthew Schaefer and Demidov are both defensemen. Wait. Let me back myself up a second. Demidov's not a defenseman. Matthew Schaefer's a defenseman, and I believe that Matthew Schaefer, wins the Calder Trophy without a doubt. Now, Demidov, compared to Beckett, has played 55 games. He has 11 goals, 34 assists, 45 points, and he's a +7. And he's playing with Montreal, right? So then we go to Beckett, and he's played 55 games, 18 goals, 26 assists. So more goals. He's a goal scorer. 44 points, -6, but playing in Anaheim. So, now Anaheim, he was a 3rd overall pick. Beckett. Demidov, let me see something. Yeah, 34 assists, 11 goals, and he's a +7. But he's playing on a Montreal team that, and he's only had 2 assists in his last 5 games. Let's see how I know Beckett is doing better than that. Let's check it out. Last 5 games, 3 goals. Oh yeah, he had a hat trick. Beckett did. Uh, he has 6 points in his last 5 games, a hat trick and 3 assists. Wow, wow. So with the guys on San Jose and Anaheim, that's going to be a real cool rivalry that's going to happen where both of those teams are going to have all those great players, the Celebrinis and the Smiths, and then the goat. I can't say any of the guys on the Ducks. Let's go to another great one. Jimmy Snuggerud in St. Louis had a great goal last night. Detroit, Carter Mazer. Yeah. Let's check out Jimmy Snug. Let's check out his how he's doing, because I know he's come out of nowhere and really didn't come out of nowhere. Uh, he was a first round pick, but 21 points, 9 goals, 12 assists, 43 games though. So you remember he's missed about 12 games compared to other players. So, oop, oop. Colton Dock. Colton Dock. Now, he's a center. He's playing for Chicago. You could give him a break there. 50 games, 9 points. Okay, not doing great. Minus 14. Now you go to defense and you got Zeev. He was traded for Quinn Hughes. Zeev Buiam. How do you say his name? Someone tell me how to say this motherfucker's name. Um 20 points, 51 games for a rookie defenseman. It's not bad. It's not no Matthew Schaefer, but this is a silver script. Oh, I have a Danila Yurov silver script. That makes me happy. All right. All right. All right, Yurov. Forgot about you. Now you got Nikishin, who I believe has 8 goals this season. Isaac Howard for the Oilers. Let's see how Isaac Howard is doing. Yeah, he's not really playing. He's got 2, but he did have 2 goals. Matthew Robertson for the Rangers. Matthew Robertson. Now we know he's been playing, and we also know that he's on the Rangers. So, you know, he could have good numbers. It could be horrific numbers. You wouldn't. It's hard to tell. How am I on the wrong Matthew Robertson? Matthew Robertson. Nah, he ain't 39 years old. Matthew Robertson. I think this is him. Rangers. There he goes. 39 years old. All right, 46 games, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points, a -6. Okay, bullshit. We got Utah, Dmitry Simashev. Now, have you heard of Simashev? I know I'm going off the Devils thing today, and we're talking about other players, but a lot of Russians. By the way, have you noticed? He's played 24 games this season with only he's a defenseman, but only 1 assist, so he's not ready yet. Again, another Sam. I got 2 more Sam Dickinson Sharks cards here. Again, Sam Dickinson is a defenseman, so the points aren't they're like Schaefer and what's his name? Anyway, Braden Coots. Oh, I got a silver script of Braden Coots. I'll give you a regular shot of Braden Coots. And then I got one more who's a real it'll give you a real kick in the butt. You'll like this last one. Braden Coots. Okay, came up right away when I typed his name, and not many people spell their name that way. Oh, so he's only played 3 games this season with 0 points. Okay, so let me type in this guy's name before I even tell you who he is. So this is a Czech player for the not the New York Islanders. I'm sorry. He was supposed to play for the New York Islanders. He's now part of the San Jose Sharks organization as well. Jacob Skarek. Now, he only played 2 games this year. I don't think he won any of them. No. He had a bad game. Goals against average 3.94. 2 games. Save percentage 0.872. So, not doing too hot, but hopefully in the future something will happen with him. You never know. You never know. Anyway, I say tear it down. Let's get back to so yeah. The Devils are a very big disappointment. The break is coming up, and it looks like at this point, it looks like the Devils aren't going to make the playoffs. Columbus is 9-1-0. I say 9-1, 9-1-0 in their last 10. The Devils have no chance of making the playoffs. The Atlantic Division's much better, not much better, but it looks like the Devils and the Rangers this year both just gotta hold hands and cry it out together, But the Rangers did it to themselves again, I can talk shit about the Rangers no matter what. Whether the Devils are good or bad, and the Devils have been bad for a long time. But we still talk shit about the Rangers because they fuck up. They've had their opportunities. They've had their chances. They've had the teams. They could have won a Stanley Cup in the last 5 years. And instead they decided to trade their players, sign the goalie, trade everyone. It's another kind of circus. I actually am jealous of the Rangers fans that they don't have to deal with the Hughes circus and that bullshit. So, oh yeah. And if you don't remember the song, let's listen to it on the way out. Because that's all I have for you today. I'll be back next time. Yearn for the days of Marty and Dano. Woo! Let's do it. Ready?
We have old ladies stalking young men.
Old ladies talking young king.
Who don't use his pen. We have a GM that screws up the cap. Can't build a winner with this load of crap. The brothers are shit, this team isn't it. Quinn gave his brothers a name. They've made it a laughing stock. Shoulder injuries are always in the clock. Leave the players alone, stop stealing pucks from kids. Your signs are so cringe, everyone laughs at it. The brothers are shit. This team isn't it. The brothers are shit. This team isn't it. The brothers are shit. This team isn't it. The brothers are shit.